Hey, welcome. We're back with Decision Games, Campaigns in Europe, Volume 1, Drive on Leningrad. And we are starting the next turn. And again, the purpose of these videos is to grapple with the system most of all. There are 4 games in this system and an expansion pack with a lot more scenarios coming out. So we'll see how well this system works. And to be honest, I've been sitting here for about 30, 45 minutes looking at all the options, skimming the rules, actually, again, using Google Gemini AI to ask rules questions, and it's pretty good to help me out. So hopefully this turn I'm going to try and be a stickler for the rules. I know the first game turn I was messing up some combat modifiers on some of the combat, so I started just using a list in the CRT to make sure I do it right. But let's go ahead at least and drive through the first phases here. Weather phase is pretty straightforward. It's clear. There's no rolling. There's no variable weather. It's just mud in October, so we're good. We're clear. Actually, it is July now, and we are in the first week of July. So yeah, there we go. So we put it here. Okay, so we've got that. The weather's clear. And we go right to the combined air phase. Now, these are the German reinforcements for the month of July. But we're going to see later we have to roll to see how they're delayed. And the interesting thing is they've got all these air units now, but they don't get placed until the reinforcements replacement phase, so I can't use them. So basically there's 2 tack here, and I forgot to put the fin back, but I'll leave them out here because that's all he's probably going to do. So we pick missions, and I'm going to just going to do ground support again. I may need it. The other thing is the Germans get in July 6 RP refit points per game turn. So they are effectively up to 12 now, and I don't have the times 10 one. So we'll put this here, and then let me pause while I go find that counter. Okay, there it is. So we're at 12. And this is for July. I think that's for the whole month. Per game turn. So that's every week here. Yep, so that's a lot. That'll add up, actually. So that's good. So looking at the sequence of play, yeah, the combined air phase. And I did put these 2 here. And let's go get that finish unit here. Just play correctly. Yeah, I'm going to do interdiction for him. Hold on. Got some screen window management going on here. I'm going to put him back in interdiction. I don't think I've cut, no, didn't cut off the bottom. Okay, so that's the air phase, combined air phase. So we come back here, we go first player turn, reinforcement and replacement phase. Okay, this is a interesting thing here. So the replacement phase, I can refit units. And right now the Germans don't have anything destroyed, but they do have a reduced unit here, a reduced mech unit. So let's see what it says here. Mech class division on map refit is 2. So Germans are going to burn 2, and they're down to 10. And let's see, that brings this guy. There we go. Yep, he's back. Well, that wasn't very exciting. He went from 2 to 3, and that's fine. We did use those 2 points, and I did ask, can a unit that was refitted be moved in the same turn? Yeah. And it said unit that was refitted can move and do combat in the same turn, operate normally in all phases. So that's the refit there. But let's do reinforcements now. Yeah, here we go. Let's ask, summarize. understand that. Summarize new process. Let's see what it says. I think we got to go through the received on the first game turn of each month. The owning player rolls a die for each available ground unit to determine which week of the current month it arrives. The unit is available for deployment during that way. Okay, reinforcement deployment hexadecimal scenario. Okay. Line of supply, blah, blah, blah. So let's go ahead and look at the axis here. And yeah, all of these. Now, air units, from what I've read, get placed immediately. We don't have to do that. I'll prove that. Well, let's find out. Air place. I'm not using full English. Let's see if it can handle it. Air and naval arrive on the first game turn of the month. They are placed in the available air points. Yep, there we go. And that's correct. I could dig it out from here, but yeah. So far you are batting 1,000. So let's see, 3 and 1. I could show you that, but I've already pulled them, so that's fine. But we have to roll for all of these. Now the table is not the CRT. Too bad. The table is the terrain effects chart. Okay. Let me move something here. Can't see my counter. There we go. And if we look at that, here it is. Clear game turns 1 to 2, 3, 4 to 5, 6. Interesting pattern here. So we just go through this. The first one gets coming in on this turn. That's not good. Let's pull this. I keep pulling the wrong thing here. It's a TEC. And I can't find the TEC. Hold on. There it is. Let's pull that over here. Just means we can't see the die roll. There we go. Okay, so that was that unit. Then we roll for the next 3, 5. Get a 3. Yeah, that shows it there. 3 is week B. Then the next guy should have more than one die. Is a 1. Nice. Comes in here. And then the next guy is a 4. 4 to 5 is week C. Okay, so that guy comes here. Then we got a railroad artillery. Let's see when they come. 6. They come at the last minute. And then that SS unit 2. Looks like they come right away. Okay. And then we'll roll for the fins. We got 4 units. Well, oh, this gets placed over here too. I'm just going to speed things up and go 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 2 1s, which means, and we'll do them in order. That means this guy comes here. This guy comes here. And we got a 5 and a 6. Oh, 5 is C, and 6 is D. C, and 6 is D. Now, honestly, I may have messed up here. Let's see when I move the railroad. Oh, no, the railroad I didn't. That was a 6, so he goes last. So there you go. That is how you do for scheduled reinforcements. And the Germans do get, well, they get a good chunk there. So what we need to do is check in the scenario when our reinforcements when a railhead is placed. Could rephrase that another way. I think it's going to confirm what I asked. Hopefully, no, a depot cannot be built at the same time that a railhead marker is placed. The railhead marker can be placed, small, medium, or large city hex that meets the requirements. Then at the beginning of the next friendly reinforcement replacement phase. Wow. That's a problem, y'all. That's a problem getting supply up here. Gotta sit here and kind of map. So what what has to happen is, yeah, the railhead will be placed this turn, and so small, medium, or large. So that's any of these, the full dots, not a reference. So, if I looked at this map, where would I want to place a depot? This would be an awesome place right there. I could place it at whatever, however you pronounce it. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the headquarters could move forward. So I'm just mapping out. So this, I could place it in Riga, but we don't have it. And if I was coming down this way, this would be the logical place to place it here. So that would be the two places for depots. So I got to think ahead. Next turn, I want to start the turn with a mobile supply unit here. And we can burn that and spend the money and get a depot here. Now this group down here, well, you got Vilnius. I'd really like that, but we'll see. We've also got Kovno. All right, let's bring our units back. Yeah, Vilnius, Kovno. Or I could burn mobile supply units, which is not my first choice. Anyway, okay, so what do we have to do next? Well, we're going to place railheads. We're not going to build them. But the next thing we do is we do the sequence. And boy, I went back and forth on this. I mean, I was thinking, hey, let's do move first, and then I could get up here and initially attack them and keep going. But then the problem with that is getting units up here to supply. And I ran through different things. Now, I could get a headquarters, but it couldn't get close enough to supply and attack here because supply is determined at the moment of combat. So if I kill these guys before we do the combat here, in theory, the supply could come through. Now, I can always pull this guy and move him down here and burn him. But I don't know if I want to do that. I mean, it seems a bit conservative, but I settled for the combat. These units get killed, and then at least the mech units can force the Divina or go for Riga, because in the movement they'll move up, and then in the mech phase they do combat. Considering my supply situation, yeah, I don't want to be overly aggressive with these guys. Could move them first. I could probably pull off an attack here, but then they could go off to the races here. But then I'll have a supply problem, and I don't think I can kill all these units. Well, and I also figured out I can't, well, I'd have to burn a mobile supply unit. But I've even got infantry, even though these guys seem to be out of supply for movement. But they can move up. And, if I could kill these two hexes, well, where could I go after that? I'd still have the problem. If I burn the mobile supply unit, then the mech units will be out of supply for movement. All right, well, I'm going to go conservative. I'm going to do combat first. It just seems so wimpy. That's not what Guderian would have done, or Rommel if he was here. So there's some interesting dynamics here for this game. All right, I was going back and forth. I think, I was thinking I could get a bunch of infantry up here and take Riga with a supply unit behind it. But these mech units they can't move, and this guy's stuck attacking here too. So, and I marked this guy just thinking he'd be out of supply if we did movement first. But again, it looks like combat first. So, let's see. Let's look at this. This is the biggest one right here, attacking this guy. This guy has no zone of control, but it doesn't matter. You can't trace supply through him, and that guy has a zone of control. So just making sure he's out of supply. And they're 7, and they're in a minor city. Major, medium, small. Okay, all cities get 1 L except for a reference. So he's going to get an L, but then he's also going to be out of supply. And then I want to do an attack down here. That's a big unit too. And really, I don't know. I can do 6. And he's 6. That's 1-to-1. And if I threw in a whole bunch of air power, let's see what we got here. Yeah, I pushed him off. So that would get a 1L for that, but if we'll also get 2R, 1R for that, we can throw in support, so we can probably do that attack. And this one's, well, that one's over. That's concentric. I'm not worried about that one. Those are our 3 attacks. I don't think this guy could pull one off. He's in a, well, that's a 1L. It would be 3 to, actually it'd be 3 to 1. Is it across another river? No. And I don't think this guy's in supply either, even though he's on a railhead. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do the combat first. And there's our, we have HQ mode and railroad phase. And we can place railheads. So that means now the Germans can place a railhead. Wonder if I can make clones here. Okay, yeah, you have to play. Yeah, there we go, clone. Yeah, that's a railhead. We can place railhead there, coming around, and you can only place them on cities. Railheads can only be placed on one of the types of cities, so that one goes there. The railhead coming up this way. Yeah, I should have left it there. No, well, it's kind of weird. And this one, let's see if there's somewhere. Kovno. Yep, I can place a railhead here. Let's see. Our HQ mode, they'll stay in mobile to follow up the attack. And then let's go ahead and, I think I did that right. Yeah, let's do some combat here. I may use this one here. Oh, and this guy's right here. Holy smoke. We're just going to overwhelm this guy. Actually, it's as long as I got 5 and 6 is 11, that means I can add 9 more and still do a mobile attack. Well, it's right here. 11 and 9, well, I got to do concentric, so we have to do this guy, and this guy, and this guy. That's fine. 11 and 9 is 20. We got a 10 to 1, and I don't even want to do the shifts. That's going to be off the chart. Let's take a look. Let's get some practice here. So it looks like I got a 10 to 1 there. HQ support, no way. Concentric goes to 1R. Not going to do that. Supply, that's another R because we're all in supply. So I got 2R. That's way off the chart, 2R. I can keep going though. And then 3R because they're out of supply. But back one because they're in woods down to 2R, so it doesn't matter. It's the highest odds. So, and we may be able to get an overrun, which means we can attack again, but there is nowhere to attack. But what I do want is to advance far. But then again, if I advance here, I'm stuck behind a river. But that shouldn't be a problem. Let's see what happens. 3 on the highest odds. We got the overrun. Well, that's KIA. Let's see, what did I say? I use this guy. So let's do a little advance after combat here. Let's do this guy here. And let's see what an overrun result says I can do. All attackings may advance 2 hexes. And I can attack again. 1, 2. I could get here. I could go here and attack him. But that would be a separate attack from this guy. Well. And I'm in the swamp here, so. No, but the only thing I can do is advance 2, which sets me up for movement. So it doesn't really get me anything. I don't think I can combine an overrun with another attack. Only this guy could attack. And then by... I don't know, let's do it. Because maybe I can reduce this guy and to make sure this attack is successful. So let's move this guy, and he can keep going if he gets another. Well, I doubt that. Let's move him up here. And the 3-5 hasn't been used, but those are. So I got 11 to 7. So I'm doing a 1-to-1, but it's an overrun also. Oh, and I'm attacking across a river. So let's do. Let's see if it lets me do this. Yeah. So the better choice is this. Okay. So now I'm not attacking across a river. All right, so here we go. This is going to be fun. Oh, wait. Oh, I have to declare HQ support right now. Let me see what happens here. And I have to declare air power right now. I have to do it earlier. And I have to look at what we do there. So, okay, we're in supply. We got 1R. It's an overrun. We got 2R. Weather, no. Okay, so we at least got 2R. And then 2R, they've got terrain, takes it down to 1R, but then it goes back to 2R. So 2R on 101 is 300. And I can max it out if I want. I can do 2 HQ supports and 2 air powers. And if I get another overrun, what can I do? I can go this far. Don't know what that gets me. Well, I'm trying to reduce them. So I'm at 3-to-1. All right, I'm going to burn 2 of these. So that takes us back to 8. So that gets me 4R on 1-to-1. Oh, look at that. They split that for 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a Or I could attack with this guy. That starts out as a 2-to-1, but I don't get the 1R for the overrun. Wow. So I have 2R got me here, and then the 2R gets me here. Let's do one more R, get 400 to 499. So we're going to earn an air unit. 400 to 499. I don't know if that's wise because I get 11 and 4 is 15. I can get to 18. 18 to 7 is still just 2-to-1. So let's do it, 400 to 499. And the number is a 4. Okay, that's good. DS, defender shattered. All defending units 1 step, and they retreat 2 hexes. Alright, so all defenders, they're gonna die because they can't retreat. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, these 2 guys, he's reduced, and he's reduced, and he can't retreat, so he's eliminated. And if he retreats, Zoc, Zoc, Zoc. Nice. So he's eliminated. Let's send him to KIA, and then advance 1 hex. Yep. Alright, well, that pretty much doesn't mean I need this attack anymore. And now this railhead works in both directions. Well, it doesn't matter. It came in from that side, so we're good. Alright, so let's see. We got another attack here. I don't know about this one's going to be tough. I may have messed up. This one should have. I got 6 here to 5, 6. Okay, so again, I got a 1-to-1 This is going to be assault ground combat. So let's go ahead and try this one. Let's see what I'll get. 3 and 3 is 6, so it's 1 to 1. And let's check our. So we get 1R for supply. And then terrain. It's a clear hex, but I get it for the. So it goes down to 0 because of the river, but then it goes 1R because he's out of supply. Yeah, there's no headquarters. So we got 1R, that's it. And 1R for 1 to 1. That takes you right here. 1R gets me here. Oh, and we're in this one. I can do 2 shifts with refit points. Which represents HQ. Now, let's try that. I don't know if I should use the air unit for this, because then that takes the ARR off the table. So let's do that. We're going to do 2R. So now we're up to 3R, but it's 1 to 1, 1, 2, 3. But if we use the air unit, I can't use them up here. Let's take a chance. Let's hope we don't roll a 1 here. 1, 2, 3. So anything but a 1. Yeah, let's see. We'll probably roll a 1. Nope, a 5. A 5. 1, 2, 3. DD. Defender defeated. Reduce all defending units 1 step. Defenders retreat 1 hex. Nice. So let's see what we got here. He has no choice. He's got to retreat here and be reduced. This guy is dead. And attacking units can advance. Let's see, who wants to advance? And they haven't moved yet. Let's at least send one guy forward. If I can get him. Gotta work on this setting. He's gonna go there. Okay. And then the last place we could attack is maybe here. That's only a 1. 3 to 1, but he's in this with a 1L. But again, he's out of supply. I don't know. Let's see if we get lucky. How many shifts? Probably not going to use HQ support, but let's see. Supply gives me 1R. That's it. Yep, that's it. But terrain gives him, so it goes down to 0. But then I get a 1R again because he's out of supply. So instead of 3 to 1, I go to 4 to 1. 2 chances for an exchange, but I don't think he has a reduced step. I'm just going to go for it. 4 to 1, assault table. 2, that's an exchange. Let's look at that. The side with the fewer printed attack factors reduces all units, and the other reduces the number of units that equal or exceed that. So there, let's see if can I reduce him? Nope, he's eliminated. Okay, now I take a hit here though, but I can replace him. And wait, can I advance? That would be awesome. If defending hex is cleared, surviving can advance. Okay. Good news, we took Vilnius. All right. Vilnius, isn't that where Captain of the Red October was born and he went fishing? Hunt for Red October movie? Okay. So there we go. That is the German attack, and I'm at almost 30 minutes, so hopefully I did all this right. This railhead goes away. Let's put him up here. I guess I'm going to move this now. This railhead goes back here. That's where I'd like to build a railhead. That's a German railhead. They don't have different railheads. I may pull them out of Europe, and that way they're red and the right colors. Okay, so this railhead goes away too. All right, so that's the German. Well, we can't place this yet. We got to wait until next turn. But yeah, that's good. So there we go. That's the German combat phase. So they had some interesting here that this guy took it with an overrun, which is what I could try and do up here to keep pushing on. So it's not quite as bad as we think, because now this guy can close up. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this guy can cross the river and get over here. Because I'd like to take these 2 units. This guy can't do much with. So, all right. Anyway, hopefully I did all this right. Yeah, interesting things to think about here. So the Germans are set up now. We're going to check. Oh, we haven't done movement. Here's a problem. Who's in supply still? Well, luckily this guy is supplying everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we got this guy coming this way, so the only out of supply unit is this. And the Brandenburger is never out of supply. Well, this guy may have moved out. Yeah, he did. He moved out of supply. That's okay. We took the city. That's all we wanted to do. All right, so the Germans weren't overly aggressive. Instead, they cleared the rest of Lithuania, and then we'll see as they're set up what they see if they can force Riga with the mech units. They're concentrated and ready to go. One good overrun and could clear it here. Maybe put them here, get an overrun to here, and then finish off Riga. Okay, we'll see how it plays out. Again, thanks for listening, and we'll come back. It'll be the German movement, and then the mech phase will probably be an attack. So, see you back here.